trying to win Super Bowls, man. It's the only way you get there, and I think it starts in the off season and kind of just.
13 seasons in the National Football League is no small feat. Most players are lucky if they even make a roster, let alone become an icon in one city. Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs' beloved tight end, is entering his 13th season with a story that just keeps getting more interesting. Not only is he rewriting the record books on the field, but off the field, he's become part of a pop culture phenomenon. People who never cared about football are suddenly tuning in to see what Kelce and his girlfriend, Taylor Swift, are up to next. It's the kind of story that seems almost scripted, but it's all real, and it's captivated millions. The training camp at St. Joseph, Missouri, is supposed to be all business. 4 years, it's been a grueling rite of passage for anyone hoping to wear the Chiefs' red and gold. When a reporter asked Kelce about his fondest memory of camp, his response was classic. "Ask me that when I retire. See you guys." A grin, a wink, and he was gone. The brief silence was shattered by laughter, and in that moment, Kelce proved why he's such a beloved figure, not just because of his athleticism, but because he's always unapologetically himself. But it's his relationship with Taylor Swift that's truly changed the narrative. Suddenly, the man who usually jokes his way through interviews turned serious, his tone softening as he talked about the pop superstar who's found her way into both his heart and the Chiefs' kingdom. "Taylor Swift always brings me positive energy," Kelce said, his sincerity cutting through the usual bravado. "Even though we both have busy schedules, we always try to support each other as much as possible. It's great to have someone cheering you on, both on and off the field." A smile crept across his face, one of pride and quiet happiness. For a moment, it was easy to forget about the thundering stadiums and the bright lights. Here was a guy simply talking about the woman he loves. What stood out was the respect they have for each other's careers. "Taylor knows the pressure I face when I enter a new season, and I also understand the pressure she goes through when she tours around the world. We learn to share and respect each other's time. Everything happens very naturally. It's a modern love story, played out in front of millions but with a genuine, grounded core." Reporters recalled Taylor Swift's appearances in the stands last season, cheering Kelce on. When this was mentioned, Kelce laughed. "Yeah, and I get teased by my teammates all the time. They call me Chief Swiftie in the locker room, but I think that just makes it more fun. Seeing Taylor enjoy the game and get into the atmosphere of the stadium is special to me. It's easy to see why everyone loves the story. In a sport known for its toughness, here's one of the biggest stars letting his guard down, letting people in on the simple joy of being cheered on by the person you love." Veteran sports writers, used to the rigid seriousness of NFL press conferences, found themselves grinning. This wasn't just another canned answer about working hard and taking it one day at a time. This was real, and it was refreshing. But what do Kelce's teammates and coaches think about all this attention? Some would expect jealousy or distraction, but the mood inside the Chiefs' locker room couldn't be more supportive. Head coach Andy Reid, who has seen his fair share of personalities over the years, was quick to laugh off any concerns. "Travis has always been one of the most professional players I've ever worked with. He keeps things separate. If anything, he seems happier on the field." A teammate chimed in, "We tease him about Taylor coming to watch the game, but we're really happy to see Travis happy. When a player feels good mentally and physically, he plays at his best." It's a simple truth that's often overlooked. Happiness matters. The best athletes aren't just physically gifted, they're balanced, supported, and loved. Of course, dating a global superstar comes with a price. The glare of the spotlight is relentless. Kelce admitted, "I'm a football player and my job is to play football, but at the same time, I'm a human being with personal relationships. We just try to be real and not let the attention change the way we treat each other." He stressed that they had no plans to turn their relationship into a public spectacle. "We're not trying to create an image. Taylor is Taylor and I am me. It's all about being real." But try as they might, the world can't get enough of them. Outside training camp, dozens of fans waited, some holding posters featuring both Swift and Kelce. When the press conference ended, they erupted in cheers as Kelce walked out, his trademark smile lighting up the crowd. One fan, a young woman in a homemade Chief Swiftie t-shirt, summed up what so many were feeling. "It's great to see him so happy and open. Travis deserves someone who supports him, and Taylor is clearly doing that." Social media, predictably, has exploded. Every photo of Swift in the stands goes viral. Every playful exchange between the couple is dissected and celebrated. In a world often driven by cynicism and negativity, their story feels like a rare bright spot. It's easy to root for them. But what does this relationship mean for Kelce's legacy? Some might argue that it's a distraction, that it takes the focus off football. But Kelce's performance on the field has never been better. In fact, some would say he's playing the best football of his career. Maybe happiness really is the secret ingredient. And then there's the impact on the NFL itself. The league has always struggled to reach younger, more diverse audiences. Suddenly, Swift's massive fan base, affectionately known as Swifties, are tuning into Chiefs games, buying jerseys, and learning the rules of football. The crossover is staggering. For the first time, Super Bowl parties aren't just about the game or the commercials, they're about spotting Taylor in the luxury box, cheering on her man. The Chiefs organization knows a good thing when they see it. Merchandise sales have soared. Social media engagement is through the roof. Even the notoriously stoic NFL marketing department has embraced the phenomenon, releasing special edition Chief Swiftie gear and running playful social media campaigns. But at the heart of it all is something much simpler. Two people who genuinely like each other, supporting each other's dreams. It's a story as old as time, but with a 21st century twist. In a world where so much feels manufactured and performative, their authenticity stands out. And so, as Kelce laces up his cleats for his 13th season, the questions about his legacy are already swirling. Will this be his last training camp in St. Joe? Will he bring home another Super Bowl ring? What comes next for him and Taylor? Kelce, for his part, isn't worried. He's focused on the moment, on the next play, on enjoying every second, both on and off the field. Whether he's catching touchdowns or catching flights to see Swift perform in some far-off city, he's living life the only way he knows how, with a smile, a joke, and an unshakable sense of self. "Ask me about my fondest memory when I retire," he said. But if you ask his teammates, his coaches, and the millions of fans watching from afar, the best moments are happening right now. It's a love story for the ages, unfolding in real time, on the biggest stage imaginable. And no matter what happens next, you can be sure of one thing. Everyone will be watching, waiting, and rooting for the next chapter. Because sometimes, the best stories aren't the ones we expect. Sometimes, they're the ones that remind us why we fell in love with the game, and with each other in the first place.